Hi, and welcome to the Daily Record High School Football Insider, Week 14, our playoff edition. I'm sports writer Mike Plant alongside sports editor Aaron Dorkson.
Mike, 24 out of the 717 teams that started practice in August are still left. So these 24 teams, the only ones that will be practicing on Thanksgiving and in the state semifinals. And the last team standing in the area for the second team in a row is Norwayne at 13-0. They're going to play 13-0 St. Clairsville at Massillon's Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Of course, that was a site last year where the Bobcats won the Division IV state championship, so they have good memories of that field. Last week's big win over Brookfield was the 19th win in a row for the Bobcats, 27 out of 28 on the area's all-time best run. They were up 35-7 at the half and kind of cruised from there. Unfortunately, the other area team in the playoffs last weekend, West Holme, saw its season end in a 48-21 loss to Dover over in a great atmosphere at Fawcett Stadium in Canton. 6 turnovers, Aaron, were kind of the night's undoing there. You know, you hate to see, obviously they're disappointed to see the season end like that, but I think they'll look back and they'll always remember what a great season they did have. They did get a piece of the school's first Ohio Cardinal Conference title. Coach Kevin Maltrich, our hats off to him and the job that he and his staff did, and the kids, the great season. And you got to give credit to Dover. That's the 7th time they tried playing in a regional final, and they finally broke through, and they move on, deservedly so, to the state Final Four.
Yeah, as you know, Coach Kevin Maltrich said after the game, and it's definitely one of the best teams West Holmes has ever had. It was just their 3rd team to reach the regional final. And now, kind of like Dover was at, that's kind of the level they've been stuck at. But Maltrich was challenging them right after the game. You know, the kids that are coming back, they are going to have some talent to keep working hard. That's what got them there. So congratulations also to West Holmes on a great season. And let's start focusing in now on the Norwayne-St. Clairsville game. We'll come back after this break and we'll break down that matchup more in depth.
Hi, welcome back to the Daily Record Studio, the High School Football Insider. Aaron, Norwayne, the lone team still alive that's looking to play St. Clairsville this Friday in Massillon. Brookfield found out last week what a pick-your-poison deal it is when you're trying to stop Norwayne's offense. Brookfield tried to blitz Norwayne and left their defensive backs in single coverage, and they ended up getting torched by some long passes that kind of blew that game open. Real quick, Joe Dreher, the Norwayne quarterback, the junior, all-time area passing leader in yardage, keeps adding to that number. He's now over 3,600 yards, 3,611, and he's tied Norwayne's great quarterback from last year, Adam Wallace's 40 touchdown passes. The records don't stop there. Now wide receiver Brady Berger has 1,342 receiving yards, also an area best all time. And they're about to get the Triple Crown. John Zimmerly, the running back, has over 2,000 yards now, 2,074. He's closing in on the record of Smithville's Aaron Long, and John already has the record for single season scoring in a year with 35 touchdowns. And there's a lot more playmakers than that, Aaron. I know you were out at Norwayne and shot some fun videos with the Bobcats. So let's go meet the Bobcats' offensive starters.
Okay, go. John Zimmerly, running back, Sterling.
Trevon Beery, wide receiver, Seatown. Richie Smith, wide receiver, Seatown.
Brady Berger, wide receiver, Sterling.
Mitch Canarium, wide receiver, the bank.
Caleb Harris,
wide receiver, the S. Caleb Barb, right tackle, Creston.
Cody Scruggs, right guard, Seatown.
Zach Wyman, left tackle, the Bank.
Chris Scruggs, left guard, Creston.
Joe Dreher, quarterback, Rittman.
Zach Kropchak, center, Creston.
All right, that was fun to hear from the offensive starters. Mike, they were saying that what town or village they're from that's part of the Norwayne School District. If you probably picked up on that. While Norwayne's offense gets a lot of the headlines, they're averaging all-time area best 52.3 points a game. The defense has been just as good. They're only giving up 9.2 a game. Last week was the first time they gave up more than 13 in a game. I don't know if it was a combination. I think Brookfield does have some talent. To keep your focus that long, they'd scored on 6 straight possessions. Norwayne did, and then Brookfield wound up putting some touchdowns on them in the second half. But defensively, if we're talking Norwayne Bobcats, they had first-team all-district performers in Cody Scruggs on the defensive line. Chad Reed's the leading tackler with 136 stops. Mitch Canerium, first-team all-district defensive back, 8 interceptions. And John Zimmerly is a returning first-team All-Ohioan on the defense as well. Those are some of the standouts. Let's meet all the Norwayne defensive starters here with this introduction from the boys.
Caleb Barb,
Chad Reed.
inside linebackers, Creston.
John Zimmerly,
Devin Sigel.
defensive end, Sterling.
Preston.
Cody Scruggs, Zach Wyman, defensive tackles, the end, Norwayne High School.
Logan Suter, strong safety.
Richie Smith, weak safety.
Crest, Virginia.
Trevon Beery, C-Town. Caleb Harris, the S. CB Swag.
Mitch Canarium, free safety, your nearest end zone.
That was a look at all 22 starters for the Norwayne Bobcats. I would like to thank them for allowing us to come and do our work inside their school. It's always fun to hang out with the kids. It's a good group, not a good group of football players, but a great group of kids. Aaron, I know you've done some research on their opponent for Friday night, St. Clairsville. Their last appearance in the state Final Four was way back in 1986. So I know you know kind of what the Red Devils look like, other than exactly like Norwayne in their scarlet and gray uniforms.
Yeah, very similar in the color schemes and the personnel, Mike. I mean, everyone's around here is oohed and awed to never seen 4 or 5 receivers and a running back and quarterback that can all make plays like Norwayne. Well, that's what St. Clairsville's done too. They defeated Johnstown Monroe 37-29 in the regional final. St. Clairsville was ranked 7th in the final AP poll, Norwayne 3rd. The Bobcats did get the better state semifinal draw because Bishop Hartley, that's ranked number 1, plays Clinton Massey. As far as the playmakers for St. Clairsville, their quarterback is Matt Kinnick. He's top 2,500 yards passing, 34 touchdowns, tosses on the year. The junior tailback is only 5'8", 155, but obviously very strong and fast and hard to deal with. He's rushed for over 1,700 yards. He has 33 touchdowns. They have a Boston College recruit at wide receiver, Dan Monteroso. This guy's topped 1,000 yards receiving, Mike, 15 touchdown catches. How about this? A Michigan recruit at the running back linebacker position, a junior, Michael Ferns, 6'3", 230. So, right off the bat, I know the 2 Division I guys are going to catch your eye. The stats are going to catch your eye. But, Joe Harbor, I know you talked to him, Mike. He thinks athlete-wise, Norwayne can play right with him. It's going to come down to execution.
Yeah, all year long, Norwayne has just had so many. They're not only better athletes, but they've had more of them than their opponents. They're going to. Joe says that St. Clairsville can match them, and St. Clairsville. Just looking at their scores and reading some stories online, they've had a season a lot like Norwayne's. A lot of big early leads. In fact, last week was the first time they'd even been challenged into the second half of a game when they played and defeated Johnstown Monroe. I know they've got skill everywhere and a balanced attack. You know, and Joe said a lot of weeks they face a team that may be a good running team or a good passing team, but St. Clairsville, again, a lot like Norwayne, seems to be pretty balanced. So it looks like an even matchup, which is what we would expect in the state Final Four. I think one thing maybe in Norwayne's favor would be just the experience that they have in these types of games, Aaron. They were here last year in the same spot and, of course, went on to win the state championship with a lot of players back from there. The enormity of the game will not be too big for them, and it remains to be seen exactly how St. Clairsville handles it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Norwayne's experiencing these big games, and they'll be even playing them on a field they just played on last year at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. So there's a look at the matchup, Norwayne against St. Clairsville, Division IV, Final Four. Hopefully we're back next week, Mike, to preview a state championship game for Norwayne. But for now, thanks for watching. And follow us online, in print, and even on Twitter. And thanks for watching.
Thanks.